Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to waste my time doing my usual spiel, but for those of you who don't know me, I am the general manager and owner of HCW, Tyler Ace. Now
Yeah,
let's
like you
get
needed
down to
both
business.
titles.
First thing I'd like to do is explain my actions from 5 episodes ago. HCW episode 3. During that episode, JJ Lightning had a match, and after that match, I had come out and I had done something I don't do very often, which is offer him a spot in my stacked deck. And you want to know what he did? He turned me down. So what did I do in return, you're all asking to yourselves? I put him through a table, and I don't regret a damn thing about it. If there is one thing you don't do, is turn down an offer from someone like me. And JJ, since you came back, you seem eager to get your hands on me, but I don't wrestle for free. So here's what we're gonna do. Since you wanted to beat Tyler X, my henchman, last week, tonight you'll face another member of the deck, Indemarcus Azan. And if you beat him, then you'll face his brother Bodrick, who will be making his debut next week if you beat DeMarcus tonight. And if by some miracle you beat the two of them, you can face me in a match at our very first pay-per-view, HCW Summer Bash, coming up on August 17th. And one more matter that I need to tend to, this one being a matter of the HCW Tag Team Division. Rather than having another long tournament or a battle royal, the HCW Tag Team Championships will be given to a tag team of my choosing. And that tag team of my choosing are the Azan brothers, DeMarcus and Bodrick, otherwise known as my Dead Man's Hand. And for those of you who don't like that decision, well, that's too damn bad, because you're going to have to deal with it, because I'm the damn boss around here, and I'm the one that's calling the shots.
Yeah, new tag
Anyways,
team
folks, enjoy the rest of the show, because we have a night full of bangers for you as always. Tyler Ace, out.
Well, what an announcement made by the boss, Tyler Ace, partner. Apparently, JJ Lightning has been laid a gauntlet in front of him. He must defeat both Azan brothers. I thought we only had to deal with one Azan, and apparently there's two, and they're also the inaugural tag team champions at HCW.
Not to mention the part you snuck in there where
All bird either.
and her opponent, Gianna, definitely loves her fundamentals, but let's be honest, in a situation like this, I don't think she stands much of a chance.
As Roxy just blasts her with a giant knee to the jaw.
Oh, whoa.
Crawling over her menacingly, and the Voodoo Queen viciously headbutting her. Those multicolored afro butts to the face.
Did you just call it an afro butt?
I believe I did. And who's going to stop me?
I mean,
going to the outside and slingshotting into a drop kick. The athleticism on display is impressive here.
Who do you know that's that big and can do things like that?
Roxy definitely not a small woman, right around 5 feet 11 inches tall, around 190 pounds. Big woman, but doing big moves here today in her debut at HCW.
Oh!
And I believe she heard that and wanted to show that she can keep it to the ground with that stiff right punch. Gianna looks in a bad way here.
More headbutts.
Afro butts.
I know what I said.
And you gotta wonder, man. I mean, Tyler Ace, he's been pretty busy. We've been seeing a lot of new stars debut in HCW as recent. And you can only imagine that more are to come. As Roxy hits that beautiful springboard leg drop, going for Gianna with the cover here. Near fall, Gianna, a very tough competitor, needs to get up some type of offense here.
I don't think she will with this barbed wire bat. It's already bad enough when Madam Roxy isn't armed. You give her a weapon and this happens.
Roxy just beaming her up the head with that bat. Gianna trying to fight back with everything she's got. Springboard forearm. And Gianna's got to stay on the attack here. Roxy just has so much energy, so much raw power and athleticism. She can really just keep you down as long as she wants.
And there's the fundamentals we were talking about earlier.
Beautiful textbook DDT that was. Gianna trying to stay on the offensive. Inverted, kind of like a jawbreaker, but I guess you'd call that a head buster.
And
like a house of fire.
Triple clotheslines in the corner. Running boot, but I don't think she got all of it.
Definitely didn't phase Roxy as much as she would have hoped. Going to the outside. This is HCW after all, folks. You knew the toys wouldn't be long. And she's challenging Roxy out of that corner. Beams her in the back with that steel chair.
And Gianna's not usually one to use weapons, so you know when she does, it's for a good reason.
And you can only imagine the threat that she senses here going against Madam Roxy. Such a formidable opponent, already proving. One thing to note about Roxy, has not been wrestling very long at all. As Gianna hits her with that rose plant.
2 count, not enough.
But Madam Roxy has not been in the business that long, but already shows immense talent from what we're seeing.
Look at the stripes on display, oh my goodness.
And it's also to my understanding that she spent the majority of her time training with, yes, the biggest dope smoker, our World Heavyweight Champion, TJ Jeffrey. I don't know if that has to do with their Jamaican roots. But I don't think you can think of any better person to be trained
What
by.
the fuck?
As she hits that corkscrew tornado splash-like maneuver, that might be it.
That was, I don't even know what to say. That was, whew.
That was a hell of an effort by Gianna, not enough to keep down the Voodoo Queen. Very impressive win by Madam Roxy in her first taste of HCW action. But nonetheless, we must move on, partner, because now we have some international action. Yes.
Ring the bell, Sterling, you dumb
Barnett.
fuck.
Let's get it on, bitches.
And wasting
Big right
no
hand, start
time.
off. That beautiful neck breaker. And there's that technical prowess we're talking about. This guy knows so many different ways he can attack you, attack your body, attack your limbs. Doesn't even matter to him. And the most dangerous time to see him is against an injured opponent, because he will just attack that injured part like a piranha, like a viper.
Right, you are as Connor McMeekin now on the firing back here. What the, whoa!
Kind of a clunky looking Hurricane Rana there, but nonetheless flips Barnett right over. Kind of a heavy fella like Hurricane Rana there, like he got a little extra umph in his hips.
Probably did, he probably did that
right in the
himself.
jaw, following up with the shooting star. God.
Standing shooting star, 1 count. Luke Barnett says you're going to have to do a lot harder than that, mate.
And Mr. McMeekin definitely all business going into this contest tonight. Definitely wants to make up for that unsuccessful effort in the Intercontinental title tournament.
That he does as he whips Barnett.
Reverse whip and flip kicks him right into the rope and stuns Barnett. He might be out on his feet there.
Although this is the thing, he gave him time to recover by going out of the ring for that kendo stick. At least he's using it.
And you had to expect straight violence from an Irishman. Nothing less.
Oh my God.
Big Aussie style uppercut to that. Look at the strength on display from the technical mastermind.
And here's the strike game I was talking about.
Very lethal strikes. You can see he has those very lightly padded elbows, so everyone he plants, that shit hurts. McMeekin sacrificing himself there with a little somersault on that unforgiving vinyl padding.
And something we didn't point out when Barnett hit him with that uppercut, McMeekin's head hit the barricade. Oh my God!
But it doesn't seem to bother him much. You know, those Irish, they have tough skulls.
A lot of people have tough skulls, to your point, but yeah. Oh my God!
So, but you know those Irish are a crafty bunch, partner. I mean, shit, those motherfuckers are bred up bar fighting since they were 10.
I'd say even before that.
From McMeekin.
Oh, wait a minute. He says you ain't gonna beat me, bitch.
And I believe that's the "you can't meek me."
Countered by Barnett. Big chop.
Big chop across the chest, but McMeekin so much fight in him, and a moonlight drive to that hard concrete floor. Sterling with the cover. 1, 2.
Not enough.
Fall. And the Aussie Innovator definitely dazed off that moonlight drive-like maneuver.
I'll give Barnett this, though. I'll give Barnett this much. He has the resilience. Oh, he put on the brakes.
Resilience to stop that light tube from penetrating his skin and just splashes McMeekin. Another neck breaker, and those are going to start adding up on McMeekin as this match goes on.
Whips him, oh my God.
Another neck breaker. We might end up calling this guy King of the Neck Breakers. Another neck breaker.
And to your point you mentioned earlier, these floors are the most unforgiving floors you will see in any wrestling company.
Uh-oh, GTS time. GTS time.
On the money.
He
that might be it.
4 neck breakers and a GTS for good measure. McMeekin to be able to get the shoulder up.
It's all those bar fights.
McMeekin, one tough bastard to say the very least, that's for sure.
Oh!
As Barnett just smashes that kendo stick over his fucking skull.
Oh, and he's gonna light him up.
And this is where Barnett is his most dangerous. You don't want him to get heated up. McMeekin keeping him off him with that Hurricanrana. And he's got to do something big here.
Barnett trying to get some separation in, and he couldn't. Well, he's getting it now because McMeekin is taking his... You don't take your time with Barnett. Oh, okay, maybe you do.
He sure didn't. He sure the hell didn't. Just yeets that trash can right into his mush, but gives him a chance to recover. And you gotta think he's playing with his food too much here. If I'm McMeekin, I know I have one of the greatest technical wrestlers in the world before me. I'm staying on the attack, as you see Barnett making him pay for not doing that.
Big shot with the trash can. Near fall.
Not enough to keep down the crafty Irishman.
God damn, with the forearms. Another one. Notice how he's getting up after every one, though. That's so he can get more momentum on the way down.
Sizing him up for another GTS.
10 necks!
Flush to the jaw, and that's gotta be it.
No!
McMeekin not willing to say die here.
McMeekin and Barnett are showing their resilience tonight, folks. Oh, wait a minute. Oh!
Just throws it right on top of his body. I think it's safe to say these fellas have no interest in bringing this back inside.
Ooh! Big kick to the spine.
Slow down a bit and going for another weapon. McMeekin wants, I think it's clear he wants to make an example out of Barnett with all these weapons, but they may cost him.
I think it already is. Oh! Big shot to the head. 1,
right
2.
Barnett.
That did it.
Those big forearms, and McMeekin just couldn't take any more.
That that punch right to the forehead is what did it. Sometimes that's all it takes, that one extra blow.
Very, very impressive showing by Luke Barnett, but nonetheless, it goes on and on, folks. As now, we get down to the business at hand.
JJ beats DeMarcus, that is.
Yeah, there's always that.
Bella's wrong, here we go. And he's wasting no time!
JJ coming out of his corner with that big cyclone kick, and I guess we got a good look into his strategy going into this. Take it to the big fella and give him no breaks.
I mean, it's DeMarcus Azan. He towers over this man. You can't really blame JJ for doing this strategy. And he's even going after the legs. I mean, look at the size!
Showing no signs of fear, and I was just about to point that out before JJ almost knocked DeMarcus's block off. There's the size difference. DeMarcus standing at a towering 6'6", I believe, damn near 300 pounds.
And JJ's hair might make him look bigger, but JJ is only like 6'3", so...
Definitely giving up a lot of size, as DeMarcus is about to show, as he busts him open, I believe, off that snake eyes.
Oh, yep, you can see it. You can kind of see it. He is bleeding.
DeMarcus gonna work on that cut now, it seems.
Throwing him around like a rag doll. You also have to think, I mean, like, both of these men are in phenomenal shape, but DeMarcus definitely having the power advantage over JJ. Big drop kick.
JJ Lightning definitely not backing down. He doesn't care what it takes. He will get to Tyler Race as DeMarcus damn near launches him halfway across the floor.
DeMarcus gonna make sure that doesn't happen.
And you know, you gotta admire the heart on JJ Lightning here, but I mean, you gotta question how wise this is to take such a match like this, just coming off injury. Yeah, he's a couple matches back in it, but he's not 100%.
God, DeMarcus!
And you definitely know DeMarcus was sent out here with strict and direct orders from Tyler Race. Break him, beat him down, make sure he can't come back.
JJ clutching the knee. I think the damage might have been done.
And DeMarcus, as if he ever needed one, breaks that kendo stick over him with 2 swings.
Usually it takes people like 6 of those. DeMarcus, nope, took 2.
And I mean, this guy is just an absolute monster, man.
And again, slamming the knee. And a headbutt.
And you gotta imagine, maybe DeMarcus's goal isn't even to beat JJ here, but just to make sure that every other match he has won't be a cakewalk either. JJ with that desperation pin just draping over him, not even enough energy to fully cover him.
Oh, wait a minute. This beat Tyler X!
Big boy brain buster on that bald cranium of DeMarcus. 2.
Oh!
And I don't think anyone's surprised there. DeMarcus has not taken much damage, and JJ's gonna have to do a lot more than that.
The crowd chanting "Fight Forever." They are into this one. It's JJ just going to town.
Well, you can only expect the crowd in Florida this dick sucker AEW game.
That's not what I was alluding to, partner, but sure. We'll go with that.
I mean, we're in Tampa.
That would have been more appropriate in Jacksonville, but we don't travel.
Just like the Impact Zone. I mean, the Hardcore Zone. JJ Lightning trying to beat DeMarcus with that somersault swanton.
And there you can see the sold-out crowd, a beautiful shot.
And DeMarcus showing not only is he one big violent bastard, but he's also tough as nails. JJ tries to get some innovative offense in with that trash can. DeMarcus just makes him eat shit.
But then JJ moved out of the way of DeMarcus's headbutt. That might cost him, DeMarcus, going for all those headbutts as he hits it on Prettier.
And JJ JJ said, fine, you want to headbutt something, try this floor.
I don't think DeMarcus ever really cared about his dashing goods. Oh my god!
He sure doesn't care about JJ's as he just lands that ginormous size 15 boot in his face. Oh, and he's just throwing him around like an absolute rag doll at this point.
What's up, Amanda? Oh!
JJ Lightning getting absolutely decimated here. And you got, like I said, you gotta admire the heart as DeMarcus, this giant freak of nature.
Oh my! You got folded 6 ways to Sunday with that one.
I believe that's one of the dead man's hands that Tyler Ace was talking about. That big forearm, JJ showing heart, as I said, just not willing to stay down. But I don't think DeMarcus's goal is even to win this matchup. I think Tyler Ace told him, break him, beat his body up, make
here
him
we
retire.
Go. Winding it up again. Oh!
And JJ fighting it off.
And a
Brain
second
buster.
one. It connected.
JJ with all the strength he has left.
1,
Is that enough?
2.
Will it be enough? JJ Lightning. Bricks right now. Now we have one of our matches for next week. It will be JJ Lightning against I'm reading here Badrick Azan. That's a Jamaican ass name. We got to get in our next match, partner. I am still just blown away there. How did JJ Lightning fucking pull that off?
I have no idea, but like I said, one more hurdle.
This is going to be one interesting contest. Keolu Akamu.
Keola Akamu.
I don't give a shit. He's big Samoan and he looks scary.
He is
Lord help
scary.
Mr.
That's why
Murphy.
you should probably pronounce his name correctly. Although Brandon Murphy, almost eye level with him. I think he might be a little taller.
Maybe so. You can definitely assume Tyler Ace wanted to see what this big fella's made of, so he didn't give him some chicken scrap for his first bout.
I mean, Brandon Murphy has been in an HCW ring before, but not in a capacity like this. Oh my god!
It's Keola there.
Oh!
It's kind of convenient that Tyler Ace will crown new tag team champions. It seems to be that a lot of tag teams are starting to arise. I mean, just look at these two brothers here. These guys look like an absolute freaking unit, partner.
That they do, and Brandon Murphy with the Rainmaker! Shouts out Okada! Bitch!
Turns the big fella inside out there.
Getting a
One thing I want to
weapon.
point out here, peep the respect being shown by these Pacific Islanders. Keola's younger brother, Tanaka, there, just standing there and watching idly by, whether his brother is doing well offensively or not. You can kind of think that shows to the respect they have for themselves and their fellow competitors.
Not to mention the company, but yeah, I do agree with you.
Samoans being a very proud people. I know current situations in wrestling lately would prove otherwise.
Oh!
Brandon Murphy, I think he was thinking Shining Wizard there. Keola said no dice.
I'm honestly shocked that a man Keola's size could do a drop toe hold like that.
Brandon Murphy just dropped him face first onto that ring apron.
That ring apron, for those of you unfamiliar, is the hardest part of the ring. And why is that, partner? Because there's no padding there.
Straight metal apron for that ass.
Metal and wood.
Brandon Murphy.
Just seemingly walking away. Oh my.
Keola willing to almost turn into a full-on locomotive to catch him there, and that was pretty impressive in its own right, how fast he caught Brandon Murphy.
Definitely a speedy boy for a man his size as Keola. Oh, wait a minute. But a strong boy for his size is Brandon Murphy.
Big thunder bomb. Almost enough to get him.
And Brandon noticed the veteran instinct. He didn't argue with the ref. He just went right back on the attack.
He shows his experience, knows what it takes to win, knows you cannot waste a moment, especially with such a formidable opponent before you. Brandon Murphy thinking it's time to put the pain on him, undressing that table. And throws him rib cage first into those steel steps. That ain't aluminum, folks. You knew they didn't budge.
Definitely isn't. Oh my God, did he hit the steps with that?
I believe he did.
And Keola still somehow in this match.
Face full of blood. Brandon not letting up off of him.
No reason to. You have a big Pacific Islander as your opponent. I would do the same thing.
And I'm not one to play devil's advocate at all, but if I'm Keola's brother, I mean, fuck, I'm at least walking over there to cause distraction. I mean, Tanaka is basically stagnant in this thing. What is he fucking looking at, partner?
I don't know. I think he's just trying to be impartial, and I personally like it. I mean, regardless of the scenario, he's being impartial because he knows that this is not why he's here.
He respects his brother enough to let him fight his own battles.
Even if so, yeah.
Brandon Murphy showing a very dominant victory here. You definitely got to think that's going to show very well for him in the world title rankings. Nonetheless, folks, it is time for our 5th match of the evening.
And our final matchup.
I think y'all are going to be very pleased with this contest. And why don't you go ahead and
And there it is, folks, the coveted prize.
Does anyone have an escort number on speed dial? We got to get our belt maker a good night.
God, look at Matthew Myers. That is something else. He's got like a healed scar on his lip, almost like on his cheek. Bunch of scars on his body. Troy Diamond is in for a rough one. Although you do have to beg the question, once again, Tyler Ace not out here with his protege.
And gotta believe I know Tyler Ace very well, just as much as anybody else does. I've known this company from the ground up, and that's not his style. He puts you under his wing. He expects you to be able to hang out there. He's a man who's never needed much help, and he don't expect much from him in return.
He'll give you the opportunity, but it's up to you to make a name for yourself, and Troy Diamond has done just that, but like I said, he's in for a rough night.
As referee Sterling Wang holding up that beautiful title, we're about to get things underway, folks.
Main event underway here, and Matthew Myers wasting no time, but neither is Troy.
Collar and elbow tie-up, they started back and forth, and Troy Diamond, big fist drop.
And you have to think, this match being set up, if Troy Diamond can beat 3 people that are like twice his size, imagine dealing with somebody that's almost the same size as him.
Troy Diamond definitely not here to play any games.
Oh no. Oh!
Myers with that neck snap maneuver, and I just don't understand how he can do that move safely without really fucking ending someone, but I don't think he really cares.
I was just gonna say that. I don't think he really cares. And Troy Diamond, oh my god.
Troy Diamond letting off with those snap jabs. And a super kick for good measure. Plants one on Matthew Myers there.
You're going to do a lot more than that. This is Matthew Myers. He's a maniac. Look at the tattoo on his back, a cross with a gun on it. Like, you want to talk about crazy-ass people. What the fuck? This man is supernatural!
Just absorbed that kendo stick to the back. Troy Diamond not backing down, showing that pure athleticism and that martial arts prowess he has.
Troy Diamond doesn't usually like to strike, so you know when he's throwing those, he's throwing them with malice. Oh my god.
He head first into Sterling's crotch there.
And a scorpion death drop to follow. Oh no. Oh! Oh!
Reverse DDT for the younger crowd.
Oh my god, just raking the face.
Matthew Myers, I believe, championship gold not even being on his agenda. Definitely just wants to have a fun time with Troy Diamond here tonight.
Sound a little tired there, partner.
It's the gas, man. It's Troy Diamond seeming to be in wincing pain from that leg lock maneuver.
Oh no.
Myers is looking to end this thing with the spinning Uranagi.
That big Uranagi on the floor, near fall. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, roll up by Troy Diamond. Showing that craftiness he's picked up under his mentor.
And even though that was only a 1 count, that's still a smart move because every time your opponent kicks out, that takes momentum and stamina away from them.
He just fakes Matthew out to plant that drop kick on him. And Mr. Myers not willing to stay down for him.
Right on the security desk there, as you can see our humble security.
This is one hell of a match.
A lot of back and forth action.
And this is why we burn the spliffs only for title matches.
Jeez, Impaler DDT on the floor. Not enough.
Goes to show, folks, if I light it up for one, you'll know it's gonna be the best match of the night.
Tyler Ace wasn't kidding when he said we had a night full of bangers. And for those of you... Oh, God.
We have not touched on. Matthew Myers is split open here. And Troy Diamond working on those... I couldn't even speak. I wanted to see if that would be it, because that was a big attack there. That kick into that freaking shooting star. And then the guitar didn't even wait for him to get up.
And for those of you who weren't here earlier, Tyler Ace with the blockbuster announcement.
Big code breaker to the outside, sacrificing his own body there. And that might be it for Mr. Myers.
And for those of you that weren't here, as I was trying to say before the abrupt ending of that match, Tyler Ace with a lot of blockbuster news in the opening of our show. DeMarcus Azan's brother Bodrick will be making his debut next week to continue the Kingpin's gauntlet, as well as...
I'm also catching word that we will have the debut of a few new Lucha stars and maybe even... Well, my partner was about to say. Go ahead, partner.
And not to mention the pay-per-view, August 17th, Summer Bash.
And that is going to be one hell of a show, so we hope that y'all do join us. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, we wish we could wrestle for you all night, but that is the end of episode 8 of HCW. Thank you all for joining us. Please, please don't forget to share this Twitch HCWWG with all your friends and family if you love great wrestling. Hit the YouTube up under the same thing. Hit us up on IG, Twitter, whatever the fuck you have. I have been Saucy Hendrix, Tyler fucking G, smoke dope, fuck big fat hoes, and stay hardcore, people.